Hi guys. So today on our walk and talk, we're going to talk about the Peloton ad. And if you don't know what the Peloton is, it's some stationary bike that's got a bunch of features. So, like, I guess it's kind of like you're almost in a real gym, only you're at your house. And apparently, Peloton put out this ad of a guy surprising his wife with a Peloton. And she does this sort of vloggy thing where she, records herself throughout the year or whatever. And then the next year she says, "Oh, I didn't know how this would change me." And everybody is losing their shit over this fucking ad. I mean, it's an ad. And if my husband bought me a $2,000 Peloton, I would be fucking ecstatic. I'm sure it's something she wanted. How is it different than a car ad where somebody, gives her the keys and she runs outside and there's this car with a big bow on it? It's not any different than that, But, I'm always late to the party on this stuff. I know everybody else has talked about it, but I had a different take, I think. Why is it wrong for your partner to have an expectation that you might take care of yourself so that you can spend as long as possible with them? I don't understand why that's a bad thing. I mean, I'm sure she has an expectation that her husband is going to stay with her as long as he can, health-wise. That he's going to provide for her and her child. And even in the event of death, I'm sure she has an expectation he's got an insurance policy or something, or she's the beneficiary, But he can't have an expectation of her taking care of herself so she can take care of their kid, because there was a kid in the commercial. I don't get it. I don't understand. If you have a disease like, asthma, where, there's an expectation that if you don't take your medication, you're going to have an asthma attack and end up in the hospital and potentially die. So, if your asthma is that severe, of course. So why is it wrong to have an expectation that your partner is going to take their medicine and keep themselves alive for you? For themselves. It's not completely just you. It's on your my selfishness, of course, would be to keep my husband around as long as I can. Totally selfish on my part, because I want to spend time with him. I think people have completely lost their minds and forget, that you want to keep people alive and around you, And so her husband bought her a Peloton. So what? Clearly she would have wanted that thing, because, if you showed up with an exercise bike, there wasn't the kind of reaction of a Peloton. It was a Peloton. She was excited. So, I don't know how everyone's lost their damn minds about this. But, yeah. I think it's reasonable to expect your partner to stay in shape somewhat, a medium amount of shape for you. Like I expect my husband to, take his medications and stuff like that and survive for as long as he can for me. Like he quit smoking so he could be around longer. I don't think that's unreasonable. Just like it's not unreasonable for my husband to want me to be in better health. It's not unreasonable. But in this day and age, that's sacrilege. The idea that a spouse might want their partner to stay around, to be healthy. I couldn't possibly want that. That's misogyny. Wanting your partner to live. Anyway, that's just my walk and talk thoughts on the matter. Air hugs, and I'll see you in the next video.